Did have some big things going on too as Michaela Barnes hit her 1,000th point. I was going to say joining Jonte Walton, Michelle Yon, and Sierra Roston. Michaela Barnes hit her 1,000th career point here in Macomb Fieldhouse tonight. So a big achievement to achieve, joining, as I said, Walton, Roston, and Yon, who have all previously received or reached the achievement. Walton doing it during winter break this season, and Roston last week.
That's some good company to be a part of, and she didn't just score the 12 she needed to get the 1,000. She went above and beyond and scored 30 plus.
So about a couple seconds till tip-off here as we have the Mercyhurst starting lineup done. We'll be getting into the Edinboro starting lineup momentarily.
The last time these two teams met was February of last year, where Mercyhurst came out on top with a win, 92-84 over Edinboro.
Out on the court for Mercyhurst to start up the game, you're going to have number 0, McIntosh, number 1, Ellis Jr., number 11, Maxwell, number 25, Massey, number 33, Smith. For your Edinboro Fighting Scots here, as the ref makes his way to the circle. Ball is up in the air. It will be Mercyhurst's ball to start off. After touching a few hands, Ellis Jr. will end up with the ball. He hands it off to Maxwell. Maxwell over to McIntosh. McIntosh back to Smith. Smith inside to number 25, Massey, who puts up the first 2 points of the game. 19:41 left on the clock for the game, or for the first half, I should say. Mercyhurst 2, Edinboro 0. Jaron Simpson with the ball at the top of the arc on Mercyhurst side. Attempts to pass it inside to Trey Staunch, but the ball's going to get snagged. Mercyhurst will grab it, take it down to Edinboro's side of the court. Massey will take it underneath the net. And there will be a foul called here early on in this game with 19:25 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Foul's going to be on Turner Kurt.
And Kurt didn't like that foul. He thought it was clean and got all ball.
Massey's going to be at the line here shooting 2. First one is good. Brings our score 3-0 with 19:25 left on the clock for the first half of this game.
At the line, Jason Massey, as Maddie mentioned, is Mercyhurst's leading scorer with 17.2 points per game.
And with that, the second shot is good. Massey now with all 4 points on the board for this game so far. Mercyhurst leading 4-0. Simpson with the ball on Mercyhurst's side. Takes it to the right, hands it to Alex J at the top of the arc. J to Kurt on the left side. Kurt to Daylon Harris, who's open with a hand in his face. He grabs the ball. The ball's going to go off of a foot here as it hits the wall hard.
From up here, it looked like it hit a Mercyhurst player's foot, but they will give the ball to Mercyhurst.
Ellis Jr. with the ball, takes it down to Edinboro side of the court, gets it to Massey. Massey to Maxwell. He's going to grab the ball, but it's going to go out of bounds here. Jay with the throw into Simpson, crosses half court onto the left side of Mercyhurst side of the court. Hands it over to Daylon Harris at the top of the arc. Harris to Simpson on the left. Simpson inside to Staunch. Staunch finds an open Alex J on the right side. J takes a 3. It is no good.
Good court vision there by Staunch.
Smith will grab the rebound down on Edinboro's side. Maxwell is sitting there unguarded. He takes a quick 3. And with that, there's going to be a timeout. 18:26 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Jaron Simpson with the ball for Edinboro. Bounce passes it to Daylon Harris on the left side of Mercyhurst court. Makes his way to the top of the arc. Hands it off to Alex J on the right side. Over to Daylon Harris, also on the right. He takes a 3, and it is good, putting Edinboro's first points on the board here. It's a very deep 7-2. The score sits. 18 minutes exactly left on the clock. An attempted shot from Mercyhurst is no good. Daylon Harris will grab it and get it to Simpson, who takes it down to Mercyhurst side of the court.
Who quickly meets a double team.
The ball makes its way into Daylon Harris's hands on the right. He attempts a 3, no good. Staunch will grab the rebound though. Staunch in the paint, attempting to put the ball up in the net. Can't get past defenders there. He finds Jaron Simpson open at the top of the arc. He passes it to him. Simpson makes his way into the paint there, attempts a shot. It is no good. The ball will fall off the net and land out of bounds after it has touched Mercier's hands here. So it will be Edinboro's ball underneath Mercier's net. Turner Kurt with the throw in right to Jaron Simpson. Simpson at the top of the arc takes a three of his own, and he makes it. 7-5 the score now sits. 17:24 left on the clock for the first half of this game.
Each team making their respected offensive runs, with Mercyhurst with 7 points, Edinboro with 5.
An attempted shot from Massey is good, and it brings Mercyhurst's score to 9. 9-5 the score now sits, and Mercyhurst in the lead. 17 minutes left on the clock. Daylon Harris with the ball at the top of the arc on Mercyhurst's side. Finds Trey Staunch inside. He makes his way further in the paint, takes a shot. It is good, and there is a whistle.
Foul's going to go against number 33, Patrick Smith of Mercyhurst. Trey Staunch will head to the line for one after making the layup and being fouled.
As Staunch made that, many of the student athletes here sitting here cheering for Staunch, a lot of them being football players, as Staunch, formerly an Edinboro football player, as he has reached his 4 years for football. His teammates standing up to cheer for him in this basketball game. Ellis Jr. with the ball on the right side. He hands it to Smith. Smith to Maxwell. Maxwell drives into the paint, puts up 2 points for Mercyhurst. 11-8 the score sits. 16:35 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Simpson with the ball crossing half court. He finds Staunch in the paint. His shot will be rejected or blocked. And Massey will grab the ball, take it all the way down to Edinboro's side of the court, and put up 2 points for Mercyhurst once again. 16:09 on the clock here in the first half of this game. Turner Kurt with the ball on Mercyhurst's side of the court. Finds Trey Staunch in the arc. Staunch keeping it down low as he makes his way into the paint. He takes a shot. It is no good as it bounces off the rim.
Circus shot, but almost landed.
13-8 the score remains. Mercyhurst in the lead. Ellis Jr. with the ball. Finds McIntosh. McIntosh to Smith. Ball in possession of Mercyhurst here. Maxwell finds an open Massey. Takes an attempted shot. It is no good, but there is another 2 points on the board from Mercyhurst to result in that play. 15-8. 15:24 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Jaron Simpson with the ball at the top of the arc. There is a whistle.
A little bit of a heat check there for number 25, Jason Massey, who started the game.
For a 1 o'clock tip-off back into this game. Jaron Simpson with the ball crossing half court. He hands over to Daylon Harris on the left side, inside to Turner Kurt. Turner Kurt in the paint here, takes a shot. It is no good as it rolls off the top. Trey Staunch attempted to get a hand on it, but Mercyhurst will gain possession once again. Massey with the ball. Gets it to Smith. And there is a whistle.
Foul's going to be on number 33 of Edinboro. That's Turner Kurt.
It's going to be her second of the night here. And the shot was good before Smith is at the line here. So the score will sit 17-8 with 15:02 left on the clock for the first half of this game. First and only shot is no good. Stephen Freeman, who's now in the game for the Fighting Scots, makes his way down the half-court line with the ball. He hands it off to Alex Shea on the right side of the arc down here on Mercyhurst's side of the court. He hands it off to Jaron Simpson. Simpson, keeping the ball down low, will get the ball snatched out of his hands. Maxwell driving all the way from Mercyhurst's side of the court down to Edinboro's, putting up 2 points for the Lakers. Jaron Simpson again with the ball on the left side of Mercyhurst's side of the court. Finds Trey Staunch in the paint. It's going to rebound off of Staunch's hands and go out of bounds here.
Great pass by Simpson there, but even better defense by Mercyhurst. Able to get the tip, landing out of bounds. Edinboro will retain possession, and Alex Jay is going to take it from out of bounds.
He throws a long pass to Jaron Simpson. Cross half court. Stephen Freeman now with the ball at the top of the arc. Finds Jaron Simpson on the right side. Simpson with a very deep three. It's going to hit off the top of the net. Daylon Harris quickly grabbing the ball and then attempting to throw a strong bounce pass, but it's going to hit a Mercyhurst player's feet and rebound back out of bounds here. So it will be Edinboro's ball with a fresh shot clock, with 20 seconds left on the shot clock, down on Mercyhurst side of the court.
And number 12, Nicholas Lang, is going to enter the game for number 1, Ellis Jr. Stout defense here by Mercyhurst to start the game.
Another correction as there's 28 seconds left on the shot clock now. Stephen Freeman with the ball as Jay threw it into him. He finds Jaron Simpson on the right side. Simpson attempting to get past defenders here. Finds Stephen Freeman. Freeman picks up the ball from off the ground on the right side. 16 seconds left. Freeman at the top of the arc. Bounce passes it into Trey Staunch. Staunch going up for the points, and it is good.
Power move there by Staunch to get to the basket and make the layup.
Mercyhurst with the ball here. Number 2, who's now in the game, McIntyre. Gets it to Massey. Massey to Lang. Lang to Maxwell. Maxwell to Furia, who's now in the game. The ball will rebound off of Edinboro's hands. Land over in Mercyhurst's side of the court. Maxwell will chase the ball back around, and there's going to be a whistle before anything can come out.
They called over and back there. Mercyhurst turnover ends up with Edinboro.
Jaron Simpson with the ball on the right side. Makes his way to the top of the arc here. Trying to get in the paint. Tosses the ball to Stephen Freeman on the left side. Freeman trying to get past defenders. Finds an open Daylon Harris on the right side. Harris takes a 3, and it is good.
Great ball movement there by Edinboro to end up with Harris, who can convert the deep 3.
19-13, the score sits. 13:02 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Maxwell with a shot here. It is no good. Jaron Simpson will grab the rebound. Hand it to Daylon Harris. Harris at the right side of the arc on Mercyhurst's side of the court. Hands it back to Simpson. Simpson, as he's setting something up, almost gets the ball ripped out of his hands, but he collects it again, finds Jay. Jay gets this Staunch inside the paint. Staunch has the ball as a whistle.
Number 13, Valdo Ferreira.
Jay with a very long pass all the way to Edinboro's arc, where he finds Stephen Freeman. Freeman makes his way up to Mercyhurst's arc, bounce passes it into Staunch. Staunch attempts to bounce pass it into Daylon Harris. Maxwell now with the ball for Mercyhurst, finds Lang. Lang back to Maxwell on the left side of Edinboro's court. At the top of the arc, he finds McIntyre. McIntyre to Lang. Lang to Massey.
Nice move there by Massey.
He does go up for the points, and he does get it. 21-13, the score now sits. 12:08 left on the clock for this first half of this game. Stephen Freeman with the ball for Edinboro. On the right side, he makes his way up. The ball is going to get hit out of his hands by Maxwell. Maxwell driving all the way up for the shot. It is no good, and there is a whistle.
That's going to be a foul on number 11, Jaron Simpson for Edinboro. Number 11 from
Nelson Maxwell here at the line, shooting 2. First shot is good. And as you mentioned, Jason Massey leading. He has 10 points on the board for tonight. Right now, 9 minutes in. He is the leading scorer for Mercyhurst, averaging a 17.2 points per game. Second shot is good. 23-13, the score now sits. 11:55 left on the clock. Stephen Freeman with the ball for Edinboro, takes it across half court and moves up the right side of Mercyhurst's side of the court. He stops right above the arc, hands it to Daylon Harris, who's on the right side. Harris drives into the paint, attempts a shot. It is no good. Trey Staunch comes out of the mass of players all on the ground with the ball, throws it to his teammate. They get it to Jaron Simpson. Simpson from the left side takes a 3, and it is good. 23-16.
Quick shot by Simpson there. Didn't have much time.
11:18 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Lang with the ball. Hands it over to Smith. Smith to McIntyre. McIntyre to Lang. He takes a shot, and it is good.
A lot of driving kick basketball by Mercyhurst.
25-16, the score now sits 10:58 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Stephen Freeman with the ball, hands it off to Jaron Simpson on the left side, to Alex J, to Freeman back at the top of the arc. Freeman to J now at the top of the arc. Keeping the ball down low, he finds Jaron Simpson right behind him. 13 seconds left on the shot clock for Edinboro. Simpson's going to take a three, and it is good. 25-19, the score now sits Mercyhurst in the lead. 10:32 left on the clock for the first half of this game.
Now Simpson's feeling it after that second made three in a row.
Ellis Jr. to McIntyre. Over to OC, who's now in the game for Mercyhurst. To Lang, to Ellis Jr. making its way to the ball's way to the left. He hands it inside to Ferreira, and he takes a shot, and it is good. 27-19. 10:06 left on the clock. Freeman with the ball now on Mercyhurst's side of the court at the top of the arc. Finds Daylon Harris behind him. Back to Freeman now on the left side. Freeman over to Alex J, who's almost unguarded. J finds his way to the paint, attempts a shot. It is no good. Mercyhurst will grab the rebound. Lang takes the ball down the court now. Across half court. Finds Ellis Jr. Ellis Jr. to Ferreira. Over to Smith at the top of the arc to Lang. 10 seconds left on the shot clock for Mercyhurst. Lang takes a shot inside the paint, and it is good.
Lang was able to create an open shot for himself after getting to the foul line, pump fake, and getting Simpson to jump and converting with that shot.
29-19. Mercyhurst now leads with a 10-point gap. 9:15 left on the clock. The ball's going to go out of bounds here on Mercyhurst's side of the court. It is going to be Mercyhurst's ball. Stephen Freeman's going to go sit down on the bench for a bit as they bring in Cameron King for the Fighting Scots.
And that's Edinboro's sixth turnover of the night, only about 11 minutes in. That's
Ellis Jr. with the ball. He finds Ferreira to Lang to Smith. Smith takes the shot, and it is good. It was a three-point shot. Now the score is 32-19. With 8:55 left on the clock, Jaron Simpson on Mercyhurst's side of the court drives to the right, finds Trey Staunch inside the arc. Staunch to King on the left side. King fakes a three, drives all the way into the paint, attempts a shot. It is no good. Trey Staunch will grab the rebound, put up 2 points, and there is a whistle. 32-21. The score sits 8:40 left on the clock.
Most recent foul is on number 33, Patrick Smith. That's his second of the night. He will be quickly substituted out as Trey Staunch looks to convert the N1.
Staunch's first shot is good. First and only, I should say. 32-22 as Edinboro has now closed the gap to 10 points. 8:36 left on the clock for the first. Massey to Lang to Ferreira. Back over on Lang to Lang on the right side. Lang to Proptopis. Ellis Jr. now with the ball. 10 seconds left on the shot clock for Mercyhurst. Lang with the ball on the left side. Drives into the arc. Finds an open Ferreira. He takes a shot, and it is good. 34-22. The score now sits 8:07 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Jaron Simpson with the ball now for Edinboro. Finds Alex J. J inside to Staunch. Staunch grabbing the ball after it has fallen on the ground. Puts up a shot, and it is good. 34-24.
Trey Staunch just having his way on the offensive side.
Ellis Jr. to Proptopis. Massey now with the ball on the left side. Left side, he drives into the arc. Attempts a shot. It is no good. Jaron Simpson with the ball now, taking across half court.
Mercyhurst shooting over 80% in tonight's contest, shooting 14 of 17 early on.
Simpson with a very deep two. It is no good. 34-24. The score remains. 7:20 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Ellis Jr. taking a quick drive all the way down to Edinboro's side of the court. Finds Massey. Hands it to him. Massey puts up 2 points for the Mercyhurst Lakers. 36-24. The score now sits. 7:08 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Cameron King with the ball. Attempts to pass it to Daylon Harris. And the ball goes off of Harris's hands, lands in Trey Staunch's hands. Staunch goes up for the shot. It is good, but there is a whistle before.
Yep, they're going to call a charge on Trey Staunch, which will be his first foul.
Coming back from the timeout. 7:02 remains on the clock for the first half of this game. Mercyhurst leads 36-24 and has possession of the ball currently. Massey at the top of the arc driving in, turns around, attempts a shot. It is no good. Daylon Harris quickly grabs the rebound, hands it off to Jared Simpson. Simpson taking it across half court. 6:40 left on the clock for the first half of this game. He bounce passes the ball into Anthony Allen, who's now in the game. Allen attempts a shot. It is no good.
Yeah, it was a great pass there by Simpson.
An attempted three-point shot from McIntosh is no good down on Edinboro's side. Jaron Simpson will have the ball now down on Mercier's side. He finds an open Cameron King on the right side. King driving in just a little bit, finds Alex J. Alex J. The ball goes off his hands. It's going to land on the ground. Lots of players trying to get it from off the ground. Now down on Edinboro's side, lots of hands touching the ball before Mercyhurst players run into themselves. Mercyhurst slowing down the game here a little bit. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. They're keeping passes far and few in between each other down here. Ellis Jr. to Maxwell on the left side. Maxwell drives in, drives in, bounces underneath the net, hands it out to his teammate, who takes the three-point shot, and it is good. 39-24, the score sits. Edinboro with the ball here. Mercyhurst in the lead. 5:32 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Simpson keeping the ball down low. Finds Daylon Harris at the top of the arc. Harris takes the three. It's going to roll off the rim and land in Maxwell's hands. Maxwell to Ellis Jr. Ellis Jr. drives all the way down to Edinboro's side of the court. Finds an open McIntosh. He takes the three, and it is good. 5:13 left on the club Fieldhouse. Edinboro with possession of the ball. Jaron Simpson takes it across half court. 42-24, the score sits. Mercyhurst in the lead. My name is Maddie G. I'm your play-by-play commentator for this men's basketball matchup against Mercyhurst University. I'm joined by Matt Hare.
Yeah, Maddie, and right off the quick timeout there by Coach Clear, there's going to be a foul by Mercyhurst. It is going to be on number 3, Cordell Holness, light body. It was on the floor, so Edinboro will take it out of bounds.
Cameron King with a throw-in. Keeping the trend of throwing the ball all the way across half court. Jaron Simpson now with the ball at the top of the arc. Attempts to pass it to Anthony Allen, but the ball's going to ricochet off of his hands and go out of bounds here. 42-24, the score sits. Mercyhurst in the lead. 4:53 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Ellis Jr. with the ball for Mercyhurst. He bounce passes it to Maxwell.
Mercyhurst's offense seems to be acting a little more methodical of recent. They're not pushing the ball as much.
Maxwell to McIntosh on the right. He attempts a three. It is no good. Jaron Simpson will get the ball. Take it across half court. Simpson at the top of the arc here. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. He throws a high pass to Anthony Allen, who down on the bounce loses control of the ball, and Mercyhurst will gain possession. A layup from Ellis Jr. won out from that.
That was a great pass by Simpson there in the last possession. Allen brought it a little bit too low, got his pocket picked, and ended up being a converted basket on the other end for Mercyhurst.
Down on Mercyhurst's side, Freeman with the ball now on the left side. Finds King on the right. The ball will be taken out of King's hands by Massey. He runs all the way up and puts up a layup for Mercyhurst. Simpson with the ball now for Edinboro. Finds Stephen Freeman on the right side. Freeman to King. King on the left. To Daylon Harris at the top of the arc. He almost loses possession there, but he regains it. Hands it off to Cameron King on the left. Mercyhurst will gain possession. Maxwell again dashing all the way down to Edinboro's side of the court and putting up 2 points. 48-24, 3:15 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Jaron Simpson with the ball. At the top of the arc, he drives all the way into the paint, puts up a shot, but it is no good. Mercyhurst will gain possession. A long pass to Ellis Jr. results in 2 points for the Lakers. 50-24, 2:54 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Jaron Simpson with the ball across half court now. Moves to the right of the arc. Stops in his tracks. Lands inside the paint. Hands it to Anthony Allen. Anthony Allen trying to keep possession of the ball, but Mercyhurst will grab it.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul called on Holness Light Body.
On color commentation, Anthony Allen currently at the line here, shooting 2. First one is good.
Kind of a somber feel in Macomb Fieldhouse in terms of fans, as Edinboro's down early by 24-5 after that missed foul shot by Anthony Allen.
Mercyhurst with possession of the ball once again. Ellis Jr. to Maxwell. Maxwell to McIntyre. McIntyre to Fiera. Fiera inside to Massey. Massey attempts a shot. It is no good. It almost goes out of bounds off of Mercyhurst.
Couple substitutions for Edinboro. Trey Staunch in the game. Alex J. joining him, while Stephen Freeman and Anthony Allen take a seat on the bench. Mercyhurst passes it out.
Maxwell with the ball here on the left side of Edinboro's arc. He hands it to Fiera. Fiera to McIntyre. McIntyre inside to Fiera. Fiera back to McIntyre. It's going to be a whistle here.
They're going to call a travel on number 2, Zach McIntyre.
50-25, the score remains. 2:02 left on the clock for the first half of this game.
That was a good defensive stand there by Edinboro, causing the turnover. Hopefully they can convert, make a run here.
Simpson gets the ball to Staunch inside the arc. He attempts to pass it to Cameron King, but McIntyre will swoop in and grab the ball, go up for the shot.
Layup is good. There's going to be a foul. It's going to be on number 13, Cameron King. That'll be his first of the night.
52-25, the score sits. McIntyre at the line here, shooting 1. First and only shot is good. 53-25, 1:45 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Simpson takes it across half court. Finds Cameron King on the right side, passes it to him. He hands it out to Alex JJ on the left. Back to King on the right. King still on the right with the ball. Finds Trey Staunch inside the arc. Staunch to Daylon Harris on the left. Harris goes up for the shot in the paint. It is no good. Mercyhurst gains possession here. 53-25. 1:15 left on the clock for the first half of this game. McIntyre with the ball on the right side of Edinboro's arc. 1:07 left on the clock. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. He finds Maxwell at the top of the arc. Maxwell taking his time, finds Fiera. Fiera inside the arc now, taking a 2. It is no good. Lands in the hands of Alex J. J to Simpson. Simpson crossing half court. Driving almost to the paint. Puts up a shot, but there is a whistle before.
The foul's going to land on Nelson Maxwell, the Cleveland State transfer from Mercyhurst.
So the score is currently sitting 53-25. Jaron Simpson here at the line shooting 1 and 1 with 48.1 seconds left on the clock. The first one is good. 53-26, the score now sits. Again, 48.1 seconds left on the clock.
Simpson's at the line due to the 1-on-1 factor because Mercyhurst is now at 17 fouls.
Second shot is good. Mercyhurst with the ball here. Maxwell takes it across half court. 42 seconds left on the clock for the first half of this game. He finds Massey on the right side. Massey to Fiera. Fiera to McIntosh. And he attempts the 3. It is no good. Jaron Simpson with the ball now across on Mercyhurst's side of the court. He inbounds it to Trey Staunch, or he bounce passes it to Trey Staunch in the paint.
Well, they're going to call the foul there on Trey Staunch. But it looked like both players were just fighting for the loose ball. And Mercyhurst will regain possession with 23 left in the first half. Shot clock is turned off.
53-27, the score now sits. 17.6 seconds left on the first half of this game. Maxwell taking his time here at the top of the E. gonna now drive, hand it off to Massey. Massey at the top of the arc, hands it over to Lang. Lang back to Massey. He takes a deep two. It is no good. Jaron Simpson will grab the rebound. 1 second left on the clock. He takes an over half-court shot down on
Mercyhurst, 66.7. We're underway here in the second half. Edinboro basketball.
Jaron Simpson with the ball for Edinboro. Bounce passes it into Turner Kurt. Turner Kurt putting up quick points for the Fighting Scots here. 53-29, 19:46 left on the clock for the game. Ellis Jr. with the ball now for Mercyhurst. Takes it to the top of the arc, hands it off to Massey, and Massey to McIntosh. McIntosh drives in, puts up 2 points for the Lakers. 55-29, the score now sits. 19:25 left on the clock for this game. Jaron Simpson with the ball. Hands it off to Daylon Harris on the right side of Mercyhurst arc. He makes his way to the top of the arc, finds Alex J on the left side. J inside to Turner Kurt. Turner Kurt in the paint here, turns around, puts up a shot. It is no good. He attempts to get his own rebound, but it's going to go out of bounds here. 55-29, the score sits. Mercyhurst in the lead. 19:10 left on the clock. Ellis Jr. with the ball for Mercyhurst. He hands it to Massey as they make their way down to Edinboro side of the court. Ellis Jr. McIntosh with the ball gets it to Smith. Smith takes a three and it is no good. 55-29, the score remains. 18:54 left on the clock for this game. Jay with the ball hands it inside to Daylon Harris. Now on Mercyhurst side in the paint. He takes a shot and it is good.
Good little move there by Harris, using a pump fake and a couple spins, using his pivot foot well to get that layup.
55-31, 18:40 left on the clock for this game. McIntosh stands on the right side of Edinboro's arc with the ball. Hands it off to Smith, then to Ellis Jr. Ellis Jr. hands it off to McIntosh, to Maxwell, who's now driving, who now just drove into the paint and put up 2 shots for Mercyhurst. 57-31, the score now sits, and Mercyhurst in the lead. 18:20 left on the clock. Jaron Simpson with the ball on Mercyhurst side of the court, on the right side.
A little bit of a mismatch here. Simpson being guarded by the big man, 33, Smith. Whistle is blown.
It's going to be Edinboro's ball over by the media table here. Jaron Simpson with the ball gets it to Alex J. J to Harris. Harris to Kurt, who is now on the left side. Kurt drives in to the arc just a little bit. Finds Harris open on the right side. He keeps the ball. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. He's going to take a three. It's going to bounce off the rim and land on the ground. Maxwell with the ball for Mercyhurst, driving all the way down into the paint. Kicks it out to McIntosh. McIntosh to Ellis Jr. Ellis Jr. taking his time here, backing up towards the half-court line. 17:36 left on the clock. He hands it to Massey. Massey hands it back to him. That is Ellis Jr. as he takes a shot. It is no good. 57-31, the score remains. 17:24 left on the clock. Jaron Simpson with the ball here on the right side of Mercyhurst arc. Hands it inside to Daylon Harris. Harris to Kurt, who is unguarded. He takes a very deep three, and it is good.
Big man with a big shot there. Deep three. Almost at the sponsorship logo there.
57-34. 17:07 left on the clock for this game.
Now the Mercyhurst offense is mostly facilitated by Maxwell and Massey, who just exchanged passes there for Maxwell to have it underneath. Jump ball is going to go between Maxwell and Simpson of Edinboro, but it will stay with Mercyhurst.
57-34, the score sits. Mercyhurst in the lead. 16:56 left on the clock for this game. Maxwell with the throw in here. Hands it into Smith, who's inside Edinboro's arc. Back to Maxwell. Maxwell bounce passes it into Massey. Massey attempting to keep it in bounds, but it will go out of bounds off of his own hand, and Alex J will have the throw in here. Gets it to Simpson. Simpson quickly making his way down to Mercyhurst side of the court.
Yeah, I like how Simpson's keeping the tempo high, even though the scoreboard's not reflecting what they want.
He passes it to Trey Staunch inside the arc. Staunch to Harris, and the ball's going to get grabbed here out of midair. Massey drives all the way down to Edinboro side of the court, and as he does, there's a foul called on Alex J,
who was looking to create a charge and create a turnover for Mercyhurst and try to go the other way, but his feet were not set, and it's going to be a blocking foul. Mercyhurst ball.
Over by their own bench with the throw in. Ellis Jr. with the ball now. Lang gets the ball off of a pass. He attempts a three. It is no good. 57-34. The score remains 16-19 left on the clock. Inside to Trey Staunch now on Mercyhurst side. He gets it to Alex J. with an attempted three. No good. Staunch grabs the rebound. Pump fakes. Puts up 2 points for the Fighting Scots.
That's a great possession there.
And also there is a foul called.
Foul's going to be on number 25, Jason Massey. That offensive possession before the made layup and looking for the converted and one by Staunch here was just a great possession. Simpson brought it up, looked at Staunch. Staunch no-look pass to the corner of Jay. Staunch is unable to connect on the foul shot. Mercyhurst regains possession.
Ellis Jr. with the ball, hands it off to Lang on Edinboro's side of the court, over to Maxwell. Maxwell to Fiera. Fiera back to Maxwell. He drives into the paint here. Bounce passes it very low to Smith. Smith turns around, attempts a shot. It is no good. Staunch attempts to get the rebound. Smith attempts a second shot, but Simpson will block it. Daylon Harris gets it.
Great defense there by Simpson. Recovered and was there for the help defense.
Harris gets it down to Mercyhurst's side of the court. An attempted three by Turner Kurt is no good. Mercyhurst back in possession of the ball with 15:29 left on the clock for this game. 57-36. The score sits Mercyhurst in the lead. And after Fier put up another 2 points for the Lakers, there is a whistle.
Yeah, very late whistle actually. It's going to go against Edinboro, number 33, Kurt. I believe they counted the basket. Cleary seems to be sticking with the same 5 guys that he started the half with.
The shot is no good. Daylon Harris will grab it and keep it until all of the Mercyhurst players have returned to their side of the court. He hands it off to Jaron Simpson. Simpson takes it across half court. On the left side of Mercyhurst's arc here, he hands it to Turner Kurt. On the right side, over further to the right to Alex J. He takes a three, and it is good.
Ball movement like that's always going to end up in a good possession shot, and that's exactly what happened there for Alex J., who had the wide open three and converted.
59-39, 14:56 left on the clock as Edinboro has tightened the gap to only 20 points ahead here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Maxwell with the ball for Mercyhurst. Gets it over to McIntyre. McIntyre to Fiera. Fiera to McIntyre. He attempts a shot. It is no good. There's going to be some whistles here down on the court.
Well, they're going to say that the shot clock ran up, but I do believe that they tried to attempt a shot and hit the rim. So there should have been a reset of a shot clock there. The rest will have a conversation about that. And it looks like it will stay with Mercyhurst.
59-39, 14:33 left on the clock for this game.
Little confusion with the refs there. One ref thought it was a shot clock violation. Others saw that it hit the rim.
Maxwell into Massey. He attempts a shot. No good. Alex J with the rebound here. Hands it off to Jaron Simpson. Simpson.
Trey Staunch down low with 2 guys on him, kicking it out to Kurt. And they're going to call it traveling because he pump faked, but ended up not shooting the ball, but jumped at the same time. It's going to be Mercyhurst's possession. Trey Staunch had guys all over him that last possession. Saw the open man. Maxwell bringing it up now for Mercyhurst into the hands of Massey. Ends up back with Massey in the paint. Quick spin move, sees the open Maxwell in the corner, who takes the three and makes it, even though it's contested by Alex J. Alex J takes it out of bounds, passing to Simpson, who is bringing the ball up on the right side of the court near the Edinboro bench. Kurt is looking for a pick. Simpson doesn't want it. Ultimately ends up in the hands of Kurt, who's posting up down low. Takes a layup and misses. In the hands of Massey of Mercyhurst, who is pushing the ball. Maxwell pump fakes, gets it down low. Lang in the corner. And it is a three-pointer made by Micah McIntosh. Jay again takes it out of bounds to Simpson, who is at about half court right now, looking to set up the offense. Over in the corner to Daylon Harris, right in front of Coach Cleary, who's making some play calls. Staunch with guys all over him gets a foul called in favor of Edinboro. It's going to be on number 13, Edvaldo Ferreira.
With 13 minutes left on the clock for this game, the score sitting 65-39. Mercyhurst in the lead.
And Maxwell's going to take a seat from Mercyhurst. Kurt's going to take it out of bounds, throw it all the way to the other side of the court where Simpson's waiting patiently for the ball to spark the offense. Gets a pick by Harris. Quick shot, elbow. Rebounded again by Simpson. Circus layup attempted, but it's going to be rebounded by Lang of Mercyhurst. A little bit of press incorporated by Edinboro there, but Mercyhurst is able to break it. Lang, hard drive to the basket. Seemed to have gotten tipped somewhere in the mess there, but Mercyhurst pulls it back out, and it is in possession of number 1, Derek Ellis Jr. Over to Lang. Now to Smith, who takes a deep three. Off the back of the rim, Dalen Harris has possession, bringing it up for Edinboro. They regain their composure at about half court with Simpson calling the offense. Jay to Kurt. Back to Jay. Back to Simpson. Simpson's looking to swing, but instead goes at the foul line to Harris, who then turns it over in possession of Mercyhurst yet again. Good defense there by Jay, making Mercyhurst kick it back out and start the offense back over. Lang now has it. Over to Smith. Mercyhurst not a lot of times keeping a big man down low. Now they're making a drive, and it's turnover, stolen by Dalen Smith.
Simpson drives into the paint on Mercyhurst's side of the court. He attempts a shot. It is no good. 65-39. The score remains. 11:20 left on the clock for this game.
My mistake. That was stolen by Dalen Harris.
Ellis Jr. with the ball for Mercyhurst. Hands it off to Smith. Smith to McIntosh. McIntosh takes a three here on the left side, and it is good. 68-39. 11:04 left on the clock for this game. Simpson crossing half line.
Very well contested shot by Simpson there, but ultimately Mercyhurst won the battle and able to sink the deep three.
Simpson to Kurt, inside to Staunch, over to Daylon Harris, inside to Jay. Jay turns around, puts up a shot. It is no good, though. Staunch will grab his rebound, keep it in the paint. Attempt another shot. It is no good, though. There's going to be a whistle.
Every time Trey Staunch gets it down low, he's got at least 3-4 guys on him.
With 10:43 left on the clock for play in this last couple minutes here, and he did a very good job.
You know, I apologize for not mentioning the score. I will say it now. It is a 68-39 in favor of Mercyhurst. It's in possession of Jaron Simpson. He swings it over to Alex Jay.
Jay drives into the paint here, passes it off to Turner Kurt. Turner Kurt on the right side, unmanned, drives in just a little bit, gets it to Jay. Jay puts up 2 points for the Fighting Scots.
That's a great cut by Jay there, a little bit of a backdoor action. His man lost him, and Kurt was able to see him for the easy bucket.
68-41, 10:14 left on the clock. Lang with the ball for Mercyhurst finds Maxwell. Maxwell keeping it down low on the right side. Hands it over to Massey. Massey inside the arc, takes a shot, and it is good. 70-41, 10 minutes exactly left on the clock here for this game.
If you're just joining us previously, Edinboro women knocked off the Mercyhurst women, and Michaela Barnes achieved 1,000 career points, but achieved more than that with 30+.
King with an attempted three, no good. The ball will remain in possession of Edinboro down on Mercyhurst's side of the court. Staunch inside the paint, turns around, attempts a shot. It is no good. Mercyhurst grabs the ball. 9:34 left on the clock. 70-41. Maxwell to Smith to Massey underneath Edinboro's net. He just kind of pops up just a little bit and puts in 2 points.
And if you're Edinboro, you can't be upset with that defensive stop or lack of defensive stop there. That was just great ball movement there. A lot of good cutting, good vision on the court, and they got an easy layup.
9:15 left on the clock for this game. Turner Kurt with the ball drives into the paint on Mercyhurst's side, takes a shot. It goes in, and there is a whistle.
They're going to count the basket there for Kurt, and it's going to be a foul on 25, Massey. That's going to be his third. Kurt will go to the line to try to convert the and one, looking for the three-point play. 72-43 Mercyhurst with 9 minutes, 10 seconds left in the second half of this competition.
His first shot is good. Brings our score 72-44 with 9:09 left on the clock for this game.
Mercyhurst slowing the tempo a little bit.
Ellis Jr. with the ball here.
Great steal by Simpson. He's going to bring it all the way down for the easy bucket. 2 points for Simpson.
74-46. Now 8:50 left on the clock here at McComb Fieldhouse.
And that was just a great read by Simpson. He saw that ball coming in the whole time, was able to steal it.
Ellis Jr. now with the ball here. Attempts a shot. It is no good. Simpson will grab it before it goes out of bounds, landing in the bleachers himself.
We need to talk about that play. King with the deep three, converts. That all starts with Simpson. Simpson makes the block on the defensive end, saves the ball, lands in the bleachers like he's a fan, and they convert a three on the other side. Great possession there by Edinboro.
72-49 now. 8:18 left on the clock for this game. Mercyhurst with the ball. Massey at almost to the top of the arc. He hands it inside.
Simpson came over for some help defense, looking for the traveling call. Deep three by number 5, Tristan Protapis, but from Mercyhurst. Edinboro coming down to their side.
Cameron King down on Mercyhurst's side of the court with the ball. Attempts to pass it to Turner Kurt. It's going to go out of bounds here. And we're going to go ahead with the score sitting 72-49 and the time clock 8 left on the clock here at McComb Fieldhouse. 72-49 the score sits. Alex J with the ball here on Mercyhurst's side of the court. Hands it to Jaron Simpson. Simpson holds the ball as the Fighting Scots look to be setting something up here. Down on Mercyhurst's side, he finds Trey Staunch in the paint. Staunch goes up for the shot. It is no good, but there is a whistle.
Yeah, that's a well set up play initiated by Simpson there. Looking to get the ball down and low to Staunch, who was only being guarded by one guy for a change and was fouled and will hit the line for 2.
Staunch is going to be at the line here, as Matt just said. 72-49 the score sits. 7:50 left on the clock. Staunch's first shot is good. Again at the line, Staunch stands. 72-50. For the second shot is no good. Cameron King grabs the rebound though. Ends up inside the arc. Hands it off to Jaron Simpson. Simpson to Kurt at the top of the arc. Kurt driving into the arc a little bit. Taking a shot. It is no good. Staunch gets a hand on it. But ultimately Mercyhurst will grab the ball and stay in possession here. 7:28 left on the clock.
One big difference in the second half in terms of Edinboro is they're not forcing their shots. They're passing the ball well, spreading the floor, and getting the shots that make sense, not forcing them at all.
Mercyhurst still in possession of the ball down on Edinboro's side of the court. A shot from Protapis is good, and there is a whistle. 74-50, the score sits. 7:13 left on the clock. It's going to be a foul on Alex J.
Yeah, basket counts. He's going to head to the line for 1.
Protapis at the line here. First shot is good. First and only shot, I should mention.
Couple subs from Mercyhurst. The dynamic duo of Maxwell and Massey are back in the game.
Simpson with the ball now on Mercyhurst's side of the court. The ball's gonna fly out of his hands. I don't know. I believe it might have been smacked out of his hands, but it went flying over Daylon Harris's head as he's sitting on the bench over on Edinboro's side of the bench.
Ends up with a fan, but he can't keep it.
Alex J now with the ball for Edinboro. 17 seconds left on the shot clock down here on Mercyhurst's side. Simpson rolls the ball behind his back, finds Trey Staunch in the paint. Staunch to Kurt on the left side. Kurt attempts to pass it to Staunch. Once again, it's going to go off of his hands. And there is a whistle.
Mercyhurst is doing a great job of creating defensive slides and getting down to double-team Trey Staunch once he gets the ball. Trey Staunch has to recognize that when he's being double-teamed, there's going to be an open guy. He's doing a very good job of that, kicking the ball out whenever he can.
Jay with the throw-in to Simpson. Again, using that full court throw there. Simpson inside to Anthony Allen, who's now in the game for the Fighting Scots. Allen's shot no good, but Simpson, a flying Jaron Simpson, comes through the air to finish off the basket. 75-52.
Missed shot by Allen there, but Simpson came out of nowhere and was able to put the ball back right away, midair.
Down on Edinboro's side, Mercyhurst with possession. An attempted three is no good. Maxwell now with the ball. Drives inside the arc, takes a shot, and it is good. 77-52. 6:12 left on the clock for this game. Turner Kurt's going to go and sit down on the bench here. Daylon Harris returns back to the game.
Yeah, and that's Maxwell's 18th point of the competition. He's really been able to do whatever he wanted. That was just a nice elbow jumper. Not really contested.
6:08 left on the clock. Jaron Simpson crossing half court with the ball here. Makes his way onto the right side, then to the top of the arc.
There's a switch here. That's what they wanted. They set the pick. Big man now on Jaron Simpson. Simpson dances around. Nice entry pass to Allen. Kicks it back out to Harris, who sees Allen. That's going to be goaltending. They're going to call goaltending there. Allen had a layup. Mercyhurst player, I believe it was Smith, came out of nowhere and blocked it on the way down. So count the basket for Edinboro. 77-54. Mercyhurst still ahead with 5 minutes, 45 seconds left.
Maxwell with the ball crossing half court. Hands it off to Lang. Lang on the right side. To Smith. Back to Maxwell. Back to Smith on the left side now. He hands it to Lang. Lang takes it inside the arc. Hands it back out to Smith, who is almost unguarded. Anthony Allen sees him. Drives all the way to him. Smith attempts a shot. It is no good. But there is a whistle.
Yeah, and it's going to be a foul on Allen. So Smith will go to the line for two. That's Allen's first of the game. 77-54 with Smith at the line.
First one is good. 5:26 remains on the clock. 78-54. The score now sets Mercyhurst in the lead.
Looking to make it 79-54 if he converts on this pair of free throws.
Second shot is good. 79-54, as Matt just said. 5:26 left on the clock here. Cameron King inbounds the ball to Jaron Simpson. Simpson taking it across half court. Making his way to the right side. Finding Daylon Harris. Harris keeping the ball still. Driving into the arc. Attempting a shot, but it's going to go out of bounds here as there's a whistle.
Should stay with Edinboro, but I like what their offense is doing right now. They're doing a high pick and roll with the big man, creating room for Simpson, who takes it on the other side of the court after the inbounds pass. Here comes the high pick by 23 Allen. No pass on the roll, but he passes it to Harris at the top of the arc, over to Jay in the corner near the Edinboro bench. Dances around a bit, fadeaway three. No good, going to be rebounded by number 33 Smith for Mercyhurst, and he hands it off to Maxwell, who sees an open guy into the basket, but he's able to lose the ball.
They're going to call a whistle here. 79-54. 4:45 left on the clock.
I believe they called offensive 3 seconds after a guy fell and just kind of sat there.
Simpson with the ball, using his dribbling techniques, takes a very, very deep three. It is no good. Lang with the rebound, hands it off to Maxwell. Maxwell takes it across the half-court line. Hands it over to Fiera. Fiera to Smith at the top of the arc, over to Maxwell on the right side. Maxwell trying to get past Cameron King here. 4:16 left on the clock. 79-54. The score sits Mercyhurst in the lead. Smith dribbling in towards the paint, loses possession of the ball. It lands in Alex J's hands. He gets it to Simpson. Simpson now on Mercyhurst's side of the court at the top of the arc. Hands it back over to Alex J on the left side. Or excuse me, on the right side. He attempts the three. It is no good. Lang with the ball now for Mercyhurst.
Even though it didn't end up with points, Coach Cleary cannot be upset with that possession especially. Great ball movement, great look by Jay. Unfortunately, it did not fall.
Maxwell to Smith to Lang, making the ball's way from right to left. Inside, back out to Smith, back out to Maxwell. He drives into the paint, hands it off to Fiera. Fiera with an attempted shot, no good. Smith gets it to Maxwell with 4 seconds left on the shot clock. He takes a deep three, and it is good. 82-54, 3:28 left on the clock for this game. Jaron Simpson with the ball crossing half court. Hands it off to Alex J. J to Simpson. Simpson trying to keep possession of the ball as Mercyhurst defense is not taking it easy on the Fighting Scots with 3:08 left on the clock.
A little bit of hand fighting between Simpson and Smith.
5 seconds left on the shot clock. Jaron Simpson drives all the way up into the paint, throws up the ball.
Yeah.
Anthony Allen attempts to put the ball in the net, but he is a little late. is the total points right now for the Fighting Scots. Mercyhurst 82 in the lead here. Maxwell with the ball for Mercyhurst, hands it off to Lang on Edinboro's side. Now Smith at the top of the arc has the ball, hands it off to McIntosh on the right side. McIntosh back to Smith. Smith back to Lang on the left side. He takes a three, and it is good, 85-54.
And that's been the story of the game. Mercyhurst just having great offensive possessions, getting open shots, and their guys are able to make them.
2:35 left on the clock here. Jaron Simpson bounce passes it to Trey Staunch. It misses Staunch's hands, lands in Alex J's hands. And as Alex J is trying to gain possession once again, there's a whistle.
Yeah, they're going to call a foul on Maxwell. That's his second of the night. That's the 17th foul of the half, sending Jay to the line for a one-on-one.
85, the pennant flag from up here was in my way. 85-54, 2:29 left on the clock. Here at Macomb Fieldhouse, Alex J at the line here.
Yeah, Seton Hill's pennant hindering our view from the score.
The shot is no good. 2:26 left on the clock. Maxwell with the ball for Mercyhurst.
Mercyhurst is definitely going to look to slow up their offense with short amount of time in this type of lead. Swinging the ball on the outside.
Malik Jones with the ball now for Mercyhurst. He's in the game. Hands it inside to Lang. Lang faking a shot. Jaron Simpson flying in front of him. He waits for Simpson to land before he puts up the shot, and it is good. 87-54. 2 minutes left on the clock.
I tell you what, if he didn't pump like that, Jaron Simpson would have sent the ball into where we're talking right now. Way up in the stands.
Cameron King with the ball. He attempts to pass it, but it's going to go off of somebody's foot and land out of bounds. And by somebody, I mean a Mercyhurst player. So it will be Edinboro's possession still. Jay gets the ball quickly back from inbounding it. Attempts the three. It is no good. Jones with the ball here. Lots of players underneath the basket as lots of action happens. Under the basket, no points resulting. 87-54. 1:30 left on the clock. Jaron Simpson with the ball for the Fighting Scots on Mercyhurst side of the court. Keeping the ball very low, dribbling very, very down very, very low. He drives into the arc, takes a shot. It is no good.
You know, I don't think the scoreboard really represents the changes the Edinboro offense and defense has made. They made some very good changes after halftime in terms of offensive and defensive possessions.
1:08 left on the clock. Lang with the ball for Mercyhurst down on Edinboro side. He gets it to Fiera to Maxwell. He takes a three, and it is good.
Nothing you can do about that. He just came off a screen there. Not too much conversation happening between the Edinboro guys, and he had the open three.
53 seconds left on the clock. 90-54 the score sets. Jaron Simpson with the ball on Mercyhurst side of the court. A whistle is blown here.
Yeah, that double team was coming for Trey Staunch as the entry pass from Simpson was coming. Mercyhurst tried to guess and ultimately created a foul.
47.3 seconds left on the clock for this game. 94-54 the score sits. Staunch at the line here. First one.
Was a one-on-one. Second shot is good.
90-56, 47 seconds left on the clock. Mercyhurst with possession of the ball. Maxwell to Jones on the left side.
We are in a very quiet Macomb Fieldhouse right now.
To Holness Lightbody, back to Maxwell. Maxwell back to Holness Lightbody. Drives in, hands it off to Jones. On the left side, Jones drives in, hands it off to Holness Lightbody. Hands it off to Maxwell. Maxwell to Pulse, who's now in the game for Mercyhurst. The ball ends up in Maxwell's hands. He takes a three. It is no good. 90-56. The score sits. Mercyhurst in the lead. 14 seconds left on the clock. Alex J. from the left side of Mercyhurst arc takes a shot, and it is good. It's going to be a three-point shot. 90-59. 7 seconds left on the clock.
Mercyhurst is just going to dribble the ball out to end the game. It will end at 90-59 in favor of Mercyhurst in tonight's competition as the two teams